Dutch cabinet collapses over childcare allowance scandal.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Rutte 3 cabinet collapsed due to the childcare allowance scandal. The four coalition parties agreed that the outgoing cabinet will remain in charge of dealing with the coronavirus pandemic, as Health Minister Hugo de Jonge said before the Council of Ministers. The committee said that Prime Minister Mark Rutte and members of government in both the current Rutte 3 and previous Rutte 2 cabinets are all partly responsible for the brutal fraud approach that led to this scandal. By announcing its resignation, the Rutte 3 cabinet is now officially an outgoing cabinet. This means the cabinet resigned, but remains in office until a new cabinet is chosen, because someone has to run the country. The cabinet will still deal with current cases, which here means mainly the coronavirus pandemic, but controversial or sensitive subjects will be left to the next cabinet. Outgoing cabinet is a state the Dutch political system is used to dealing with, as all cabinets are outgoing between the parliamentary election and a new cabinet forming.
This post received a score of 43,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
To the non-Dutch Redditors finding this remarkable, it's actually pretty common for Dutch cabinets to resign after they fuck shit up. I'm actually pretty happy that is a thing.
As a neighboring Belgian, I find this fantastic. Usually our governments resign before fucking shit up. We don't even need a reason anymore.
To resign you guys got to form a government first.
Form a government. Is this some meme I'm too Belgian to understand? Government means what nowadays?
I wish Australia had this Dutch government. Boy, there have been quite a few scandals far worse than this, including robodebt to saying past welfare recipients owed money back incorrectly. Many people have killed themselves over this.
Greater than Australia, yeah, it's incredible seeing overseas countries displaying accountability. It surprises me that there are countries whose prime ministers resign over what feels like a typical weekly Australian scandal.
I'm sorry to one-up you, but I'll just say this. The Colombian anti-corruption general attorney is currently in jail for corruption.
To be fair, at least he's in jail. That's a sign of the system working to an extent.
Oh no, I'm sorry I mislead you. He wasn't captured by any working system in Colombia. He was captured in the US for money laundering and then extradited to Colombia, after serving a short sentence in the US. The Colombian authorities have no clue how to shut him.
Oh well, you did indeed one-up the op then.
But wait, there is Trump. Attempted coup and will end his term in office, while the majority of Republicans in the House did not vote for his impeachment, because wait for it, terroristic threats. The Senate will take on the impeachment trial and the conviction of Trump is up in the air because they may not win their primaries if they do convict him. Yup. Political system over judicial system. If that is where this country goes, then we are an autocratic democracy with the semblance of a justice system based only on political stance and leaning. Dictatorship around the corner.
Meanwhile, the UK gave $10 billion in taxpayer money to their rich friend to set up a coronavirus track and trace system that literally doesn't work, and they just shrugged their shoulders and were like, well, they did their best, but then turned around and said we can't afford to feed poor children lunches while the schools are shut. LMAO, what happens when we all get sick of our governments being so fucking corrupt and incompetent?
Greater than what happens when we all get sick of our governments being so fucking corrupt and incompetent. The goal is to make sure most people have a baseline standard of living. As long as most people have things worth really losing to the point of them not wanting to shake the boat, then this will continue unabated.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.